It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Oh, won't you be my neighbor? It's the first day of summer. Welcome to our new season. Officially arrives at 3:50 this afternoon, but we're celebrating this morning. It is our Christmas as Sunseekers. We wait for this all year. The glowing orb of light and heat warming us up. Oh, happy first day of summer to you. Thanks for being here. The show about food, fun places, and the mayhem of life. And speaking of warmth, the environmentalists saying that this could go down as the hottest summer ever. I think every summer from here on in will be the hottest summer ever. But what about the hottest countries? And what about the coldest countries? Why do you think we celebrate the sunshine? Why do you think we love the beach so much in Canada? Why do you think that we are desperate for heat? We'll take a look at the new list, the updated list of the hottest and coldest countries on the planet this morning on the show. Also, first day of summer, asking you what screams summer to you? What is the summer activity that really underscores how awesome summer truly is in this part of the world? We'll also touch on the Freezy, Otter Pop, Ice Stick debate. Undoubtedly, you've seen that post online this morning. The 24 Canadians who have listed the most common signs that someone visiting is a tourist. It's kind of funny. We'll take a look at that. We found the oldest wine ever. Archaeologists recently discovered an ancient Roman tomb, and inside the Roman tomb was a bottle of wine. They're thinking, man, this couldn't have lasted thousands of years. Take a look inside. There's liquid in there. All right, let's have a party. Can you imagine what that tastes like? Man, we've got news this morning, restaurant news. One of the biggest sit-down chains in the United States is doing a major expansion into Canada. Yeah! And our community is going to be ripe for the picking on this one. This could be a bullseye for our area. And as soon as you find out what restaurant it is, you'll say, "Oh, okay, that explains it." I think we're kind of a meat and potatoes area of the country. We'll take a look at that coming up in the next little bit. Also, the most divisive things you can do on an airplane, and it's not just get drunk and act stupid. We'll take a look at that and more. But first, let's look outside. Let's look outside and see how beautiful it is. How beautiful it is on the first day of summer. Welcome to our new season of summer. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? I got my shorts and sandals on. Yes, a beautiful day for the sunshine and some ice cream and maybe an ice pop, maybe a Slurpee. How about a margarita? It's a thirsty Thursday. Oh, we've waited all year. We now get a couple of weeks of actual livable weather in this part of the world. If the mosquitoes aren't bothering you and the wind doesn't blow you away, it's actually inhabitable in this part of the world. It's so awesome. And no one wants to be in school. No one wants to be working. Everybody wants to be outside. Summer is here, and God, we still got a week of school. Our countdown, 7 days, 8 hours, 29 minutes, and 28 minutes and 50 seconds until that last day of school, officially. Now, I know some kids are done already. Some parents have wrapped up for the year already. We're in summer mode. And if you're not in summer mode, you're mailing it in. Because this is it. The year is pretty much done. It's time for the lake. It's time for some sun. Look at those highways. Have they never looked so good? Remember just a few weeks ago when there was like 10 feet of snow on those highways? We couldn't drive. It was a disaster. It's all but a memory now. It's all but a memory. And we got double digits to start the day. Not too bad at all as far as the forecast is concerned on this first day of summer. Will we get to normal for this time of year? We'll come close. Yeah, 24 degrees, and that could mean a thunder shower late today. Our 30 on the menu has disappeared. It's evaporated again. It's that elusive 30 degrees. It's supposed to happen on Monday. Still going to get hot and humid next week. And lots of sunshine. Here's the temperature map across North America, how we're comparing out east, where they are just baking in the heat. You can see it with all the oranges and the yellows. Green and blue is the cooler stuff, and that's where we are. And let's get you into the beach bunker and get things underway. Let's say good morning to some of the folks who've decided to join us on this early first day of summer on this thirsty Thursday. Welcome aboard. Welcome. Happy first day of summer. We've waited a long time, Sunseekers. We have waited a long time. It is finally here. Happy first day of summer. Yes, indeed. Who do we have in chat this morning? Tasha Road, Reverend Karen Enns are here on Twitch. Good morning to you. Janine is here on Facebook. Nice to see you this morning. Janine, Zumba Bernice is here on Twitch. And Quentin is here on Twitch too. And Polar Bear. And Cheryl is here. Cheryl Bertram. Good morning, everyone. Nick says good day and happy first day of summer. KDD 4380, good morning. Bring on summer. I'm on holidays next week, so this couldn't come at a better time for me. I bet it couldn't. This is fantastic. And we've got Ron Kaslick joining us on Facebook this morning. We've got Eric joining us on TikTok. Good morning, Eric. Thanks for dropping by to say hi. Oh, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Double digits to start the day. Sun is shining. It is glorious. And what screams summer for you? We're going to talk about that coming up in the next little bit. Debbie Kynock is here on Facebook this morning. Good morning, Sunseekers, and good morning, summer. For me, I would say that the one thing that you really can't do any other time of the year is go to the Log Cabin Theater at Riding Mountain National Park and go see a movie. Now, when COVID hit, that was a disaster. I don't think they had that open at all. I mean, movie theaters were shut down, and they still really haven't gone back to a regular schedule up there at the park. In fact, they used to be open from May long weekend till September long weekend, and I think that they skipped May long weekend most of June, and I think it's July that they're going to be opening up, and they have come out with their movie theater schedule. And I always enjoyed watching a movie at the Park Theater, the largest log cabin movie theater in the world, and it's got the smallest concession in the world. There it is. Look at them. Hot buttered popcorn, 5, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kinds of candy bars. And two types of drinks. It is a very small theater. If you had a small town theater, you know what I'm talking about. This was, I can just smell this picture actually at the movie theater at Clear Lake. And you know, coincidentally, coming up on the show today, we are going to see how well you know your summer blockbuster movies. We'll do a blockbuster movie quiz with our Sunseekers, and we'll see who knows their summer blockbuster movies this morning on the show. That is coming up. Oh, the Park Movie Theater. Jody Kaslik is here this morning on Facebook. Good morning. Good morning. Lindy is here. Lindy's here on Twitch this morning. Molly is here on Twitch as well. Good morning. Nice to see you. Quentin says potato salad with every outdoor meal. It's the only time we eat potato salad is in the summer. Patricia is here. Good morning, Patricia, and happy first day of summer to you. Happy first day of summer. Let's get right into it. We got lots of summer stuff to unload on you this morning, so let's get to yesterday's good thing. We like to start the show with a little bit of positivity, and that means that, you just share one or two things that happened yesterday that were good, that you'd like to say, hey, you know what, I had something cool happen to me yesterday, and it was pretty awesome. Doesn't have to be super substantial, but I'll tell you that yesterday's good thing, I had a good thing. My son, who works for Keener Jerseys, maybe you saw this, maybe you didn't. He works for Keener Jerseys in Winnipeg. There was a recent show in Winnipeg featuring Snoop Dogg. Maybe you heard of him. He's a rapper. He's up and coming. And my son's company, well, he doesn't own it. He's one of the marketing people for this company. They designed a jersey for Snoop Dogg and gave it to him at the show. He was super excited. It was a collaboration with Virgin Radio, and they did exclusive Snoop Dogg jerseys for him. And there they are. They did an amazing job, and we're so proud of him. Proud dad moment. He doesn't just do rapper jerseys all the time. He does jerseys. They do a lot of the NHL souvenir stuff in the souvenir stores, not the on-ice stuff. Basically, if it's not on the ice, they do it because there's legal contracts that the league has with different teams for different apparel. But in the souvenir shop, I guess it's a little bit different. But anyway, that is a very nice jersey there that Snoop Dogg got for free. For free. Yesterday's good thing. Nick says, my renewed ID came in the mail yesterday. He was excited about that. That's awesome, Nick. Tosh went to the park for a beautiful evening. Oh, it was a great night last night. That was the other good thing, is the weather was just amazing. You can tell it's finally summer. Thank you, summer. Oh, man. Can you tell I'm just a little excited for summer? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. The sun was up at 5:31 this morning. It will set at 9:51 this evening, giving us a whopping 16 hours and 21 minutes of sunshine. Now, if that's not a good thing, I don't know what is. I love the sunshine. 16 hours and 21 minutes. If you compare that to where we are just before Christmas, that's a full 8 hours extra daylight. That's an extra day. It's 2 days in one. 2 days in one. Isn't that awesome? 2 days in one. 2 days in one on this first day of summer. That's fantastic. I love it. I know you do too. Oh, good morning, Rhonda. Yay for summer. Sunshine emoji. Quentin GT, as long as the little gremlins don't raid the pantry, I'm at the last batch of school snacks for the year. Oh, the school lunches are just about done. You're just about at the finish line for the school lunches. Yes, another year has come and gone. Another year has come and gone. The school year is done. Oh, here's a picture. Oh, thank you for this. This is inside the, I should have shown this. This is what screams summer for me. This is inside the Log Cabin Movie Theater at Clear Lake at Riding Mountain National Park. There are 498 seats in this theater. I've counted them all. And they are not state of the art. I think they are from the 1930s, and your butt can tell. It's a fun place to watch the movies, though. It's not like the greatest IMAX screen you've ever seen. It's not gonna have the sound that that rifles right through from ear to ear. It's not gonna have the 4D 60 super resolution, but it's awesome. I don't know. It just screams summertime, and it's a cozy place to watch the theater. And I always loved watching movies. My first movie experience was in this theater. And this theater really, truly has been around since like the 20s or 30s. It took a lot of lumber to put that puppy together. Yeah, so what screams summer to you? Let's just jump right into that. Ryan says, snacks for the camper. Oh, camping season is here. Some folks have been chomping at the bit. They've been camping for a while now. But what types of things scream summer for you? What screams summer for you? Aside from potato salad. Janine says camping and golfing. Cindy says bailing and camping. Tracy says riding the Harley down the highway with the sun shining on you. Having that Harley going. Oh, yeah. Bernice says driving without a top. What? Bernice is driving without a... I don't understand. Why would you do such a thing? Is it tan lines? Oh, without a top on your car. Didn't get to the end of that sentence. Corey says bonfire and beer. Although you could do that in the spring, you can do it. Well, you can do bonfire and beer in the winter. You could do bonfire and beer. Christine says camping. Although I have to tell you, I've been into the YouTube videos of this couple that goes camping in the winter. I don't know. It's a guilty pleasure, I guess. It's one of those things where you're just like, why would you do such a thing? Why would you camp when it's 40 below, but they've got, of course, they're YouTubers, so they have all the gear you could ever want to go out into the Arctic or wherever it is that they go. And it's bizarre. But once they get all their stuff set up, and once they've got 4 heaters going and a wood stove and all that stuff, it's cozy. You say to yourself, this is kind of nice. I guess if you had all the crap, maybe if I'd lost my mind and completely come unhinged and was completely bored and had nothing else to do, I'd go camping in the wintertime. The smell of fresh grass. I think that's one of the greatest smells, Trev, in the world, isn't it? And it just takes you back to when you were a kid and maybe you were making a couple dollars, mowing some grass. There's nothing like the smell of fresh cut grass. Hopefully cut by somebody else. Woot woot, says Derek. Nick says Bernice is taking the top off her car, not her. Yes, I know. I didn't read the whole comment. That's totally my fault. Dang Dong says, we used to watch approaching thunderstorms while eating marshmallows. Great memories. That was something I used to enjoy too. I don't anymore. Approaching thunderstorms were so much fun, and then they'd come and they'd rattle and roll. There'd be some thunder and lightning. You'd go to bed and you'd be under the covers, and now you watch the approaching storms and you're on your phone as it's going, this is a warning from the weather service. You're about to die. Go to the basement every time. And if it's not that, it's like getting pummeled with hail or tornadoes, or the weather has changed quite a bit. I hate to say it, but I think they might be onto something here, because it used to be fun. I used to like the storms. Don't really like them that much anymore. Although I actually do like when you get a couple of rainy days, in the middle of summer, when it's just that nice steady rain where you can I'm going to get a blanket and I'm going to have a nap, and you can just hear it outside when it's nice and gentle. It's just everything's so extreme. God. Cindy says the smell of a campfire. Oh, and trying to get the campfire smell out of stuff. When you've gone out to the campsite or you've been hanging out with somebody that's been camping, you don't even have to be camping. You could be, let's go visit Let's go visit Barney there at the campsite there. See what he's got going on. You have a couple of beer. You come home. It's like, I think I have to burn these clothes. I smell like off mosquito repellent and poplar trees. Yes. Oh, man. The constant haze of Claritin is very summery. Poison ivy is summery. Debbie just says the lake is summery. It screams summer. Holly says being in the garden screams summer. Being in the garden screams summer, of course. It screams summer because the garden is where all those beautiful vegetables for your pico de gallo are sitting. Oh, yeah. Nick says, I remember getting caught in that big storm we had 4 years ago. Wasn't the most fun. Seems to be that we're getting caught in all kinds of storms all the time now and with increasing frequency. So hopefully, and the thing is that we've got all these amateur weather groups on social media now. And it used to be that Environment Canada would predict a storm and it would be wrong because it would, like, they couldn't even get the 7-day forecast right. And then now you've got these amateur weather people who are like, August long weekend, we have a major tornado coming to our area. It's like, what's the date again? We're in June. What are you talking about? August long weekend, take shelter. Our maps are showing that there is a system coming in that it can bring with it devastating winds, terrible hail, complete massive destruction. It's going to be unbelievable. Yeah, no, Environment Canada can't get it right for this weekend, so I think I think it's safe to say we're going to get storms. It's kind of like these media folks out in Ontario right now. I don't know if you've been kind of flipping through the channels and managed to stop on a channel in southern Ontario. It's very warm there right now. You know, they've got temperatures in the upper 20s with the humidity. It's feeling like 40s. Oh God, we're on location. People are gonna die. The earth is trying to kill us. This heat is unbelievable, unprecedented. And then somebody on social media is going, we're coming up on the first day of summer. Normally it starts to warm up. It kind of works that way. It's kind of like in the winter. We do get the snow, and it does blow around. And, so I think everybody will be okay. All right, guys, here we go into summer. Elkhorn Resort, Clarso Nordic Spa. You got just a few days left to take advantage of the $299 hotel deal. That's the hotel deal and the soak at Clarso Nordic Spa. Okay, because we're running out of days in June. Just a handful of days left now. $299 gets you a deluxe room and 2 soaks. A soak for 2 in the Clarso Nordic Spa at Elkhorn Resort at beautiful Riding Mountain National Park, Clear Lake. But you've got to get on that quickly. Don't forget that Riding Mountain National Park. Not only a phenomenal place for a summer vacation, but a great place for a home base at Riding Mountain National Park. If you don't have a cottage or you don't have a camper or you don't have a place to stay, you're going to want to stay in luxury at the Elkhorn Resort, Clarso Nordic Spa. Beautiful new spa is waiting for you, and they've got yoga events happening throughout the summer. They've got live music on location throughout the summer, kids' activities throughout the summer. It's jam-packed, filled with fun, and you don't necessarily have to be staying there to take advantage of all the activities happening at Elkhorn Resort, Clarso Nordic Spa in beautiful Clear Lake. And with it being the start of summer, don't forget the big event happening Saturday, the Healing Tranquility with Teresa and Essentially Entwined with Sylvia. Solstice Saturday happening on Saturday, 11 till 5 at the North End Community Center at 1313 Stickney Avenue behind Lady of the Lake. If you're fascinated by crystals, essential oils, jewelry, and the metaphysical world, stop on by, maybe get some early... I was going to say shopping for a holiday where shopping is involved, but I'm not going to say that on the first day of summer. They've got mystical treasures, knowledgeable experts. Immerse yourself in a vibrant community of holistic enthusiasts. 11 till 5. Now, you won't pay anything to go see all this stuff, but they do ask you to bring some non-perishables for the food bank if you could. They will be making a donation to Samaritan House Food Bank and would love your help with that. So if you could do that, that would be awesome. Speaking of food, while I've got it on the top of my head, Brandon Police Service has got a barbecue happening today at Stanley Park, 11:30 till 2. Dairy Queen Neepawa is also doing a fundraiser for Minnedosa Youth today if you're in the Neepawa area. I wanted to mention those, okay? And Tim Hortons of Western Manitoba, you'll find them. 10 locations to serve you. Tim Hortons of Westman. Oh, yeah, yesterday was Oreo Cookie Day. What a great day yesterday. Oreo cookies for everybody, and then the Oreo double stuff ice cap to go along with it to wash it down. Doesn't get any better than that. With our friends at Tim Hortons of Westman, an area with 10 locations to serve you. You'll find them in Neepawa too. Dauphin, Moosomin, and Brandon, and Virden. Of course, home of the flatbread pizza, ever so popular. The bacon everything, chicken parmesan, pepperoni, and simply cheese. And, of course, the Oreo double stuffed and caramel ice cap, and they also have the Reese's ice cap too. And sparkling quenchers. You want something to quench that thirst on a hot summer day. Get a quencher from our friends at Tim Hortons of Western Manitoba with 10 locations to serve you in Brandon, Virden, Neepawa, Dauphin, and Moosomin. Always got time for Tim's. All right. So we are going to move things along now to the one more barbecue. I gotta remember this one. I promised Trina I would mention this too. Trina's got a charity barbecue going on today for Kids Sport. This is the Kids Sport charity barbecue at on Richmond Avenue. I believe that's today, right? Yeah, June 20th, 11:30 till 1. So you got the police barbecue is at Stanley Park, 11:30 till 2. You've got lots of opportunity to have food today. This is a charity barbecue for Kids Sport. It'll be happening at the Remax Valley View Realty parking lot. So Remax Valley View Realty is hosting a barbecue today, and that's all in support of Kids Sport. You can get barbecue, drink and chips, $5 until 1 o'clock this afternoon. That is at 1209 Richmond Avenue. I believe that is right next door to our friends at Heritage Co-op there. And as Debbie so aptly reminded us, the police barbecue is free if you're on a budget. But we could always use some support for Kids Sport too. So Debbie, do your part. Eat lots of wieners today. Debbie, you can do it. I know you can. You've got a big heart and a big appetite. You get it done, Deb. Get that $5 out. Go over there and help support Kids Sport. And then go over to the Brandon Police and behave yourself over there. Everybody, behave yourself. You don't want to be misbehaving at the barbecue that the Brandon Police are putting on. You know? Line up properly. No jaywalking. No... Oh, and our friends at Kuiper's Family Bakery, by the way, are helping to, and Co-op are sponsoring the police barbecue. We got barbecues all over today, so going to be lots of fun. Okay, coming up on the show, we'll take a look at the freezy debate. What do you call them? The freezies, the sticky pops, ice sticks. That's not all, but they're also changing the language on airlines. We got our hands on a memo from a union at one of the airlines that is telling pilots to please stop using the word cockpit and other terms normally used on an airplane. This will be good for us. We shouldn't be using cockpit either. I don't want to offend anybody. I want to be good. I want to be a good Canadian. I don't want to upset anybody. We'll take a look at that coming up on the show. First, we are going to go to Mexico. This is just south of Cancun. Oh, wow. On this first day of summer, beautiful palm trees. We'll take a beach break, and we'll be back with more food, fun places, and the mayhem of life. Thank you so much for being here on the first day of summer. welcome to summer. Our first day of summer. Hope your Thirsty Thursday's off to a great start as we come back to southern Manitoba and take a look at the beautiful sunshine in double digits. We have got a gorgeous morning. So many sun seekers with a quick hello and see you later out to play in the sunshine. I get it. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. 13 degrees. We deserve it. Summer arrives officially at 3:50 this afternoon. Feels like 15 degrees. A little bit of a humidity starting to build, and we're going to have some humid conditions come next week. Now, our 30-degree day has kind of evaporated on us, but it's still going to be nice. 27 by Monday. It's going to be nice. We expect some thunder showers are a possibility today as that humidity builds, so just be aware of that. 7 days, 8 hours, and 2 minutes to go until the last day of school. That last day of school. There's our air temperature map this morning. And back to the beach bunker. Back into the beach bunker. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Welcome aboard. And welcome to the first day of summer. We are going to be eating all kinds of ice cream now. We're going to be eating all kinds of barbecue. There's free barbecues going on today. And barbecues to help charity. We were telling you about that just a few seconds ago. Doodle-doo-doo-doo. Hang on 2 seconds here. Before we get to the ice pops, did you see this yesterday? Oof. Somebody got a ticket on number 10 highway. I'm thinking this is further north than where we are, like our number 10 highway, but nice ticket. This is not the way you want to start summer off right here. This is a ticket on number 10 highway for doing 216 kilometers an hour in a 100 zone. Fine payable $1,569. Hi. That's not the way you want to start your summer. But I mean, you're going 200 kilometers an hour. Uses flying. This ticket was issued on June the 14th. 216 in a 100 zone on Highway 10. The 43-year-old driver claimed to badly need a washroom. Fined $1,569 plus serious offense notice for license review with MPI. RCMP are reminding motorists to please slow down. Do you think it was number 1 or number 2? Had to use the washroom. Or maybe they had to wash their hands. Maybe they'd had an ice cream treat and their hands were sticky, and that's another use for the washroom. But I'm thinking it was, if you're going 216 in a 100 zone, it's number 2, and it's not good. It's like I had some bad food somewhere, and because number 1, you don't. Number 1 is easy. There's so many different ways that you, especially you're out in the wilderness. You're out in the Canadian wilderness. Number 1 is never a problem. Doesn't matter if you're a guy or girl. Number 1, not a big deal. This must have been a molten lava hot pudding through the eye of a needle situation. Janine says gas station sushi. Uh-oh. Gas station sushi strikes again. TJ says, more than double the speed limit used to be an automatic minimum 6-month suspension. From MPI. Where is that? Somebody else says that's the most expensive pee I've ever seen in my life. I don't think it was pee. I don't think it's gotta be. If you're blasting 200K down a highway. Quentin says 10 is like awful. It's one of the most dangerous stretches of road in Manitoba. I think that's why they had to open up those extra lanes. At least they built some passing lanes on 10, especially if you're coming from our town, Brandon, up to Clear Lake and onward. They've got some passing lanes there now because a lot of people got poop. Cindy says it's always number 2 when bad things happen. When you got to go number 2 on number 10, 216 eclipses 100, and it turns into 1569. That's a lot of numbers. But it's true. Dang Dong says, one bad trip back from Flin Flon, I ended up with only one sock. I know what happened there. And he recommends that you should always have napkins in the car for so said emergencies, which is a good idea. Socks, not so much. Quentin says, I wonder if that's why more cars had vinyl seats in the 70s. Less rest stops on the roads. And then Quentin puts his old man hat down or on and goes down memory lane to talk about the old orbits, which no one stateside will remember. They are a giant ball where you would throw garbage in a giant ball on the side of the road. A giant, giant plastic ball. They called it an orbit. Quentin used to poop in his diapers used to go in the orbits. It was the diaper receptacle. The orbits. Anyway, somebody's not starting their summer on the right foot, that's for sure. That is, Lynn says, why didn't they just stop on the side of the road? Well, I'm thinking now that makes sense. $1,500 later. Kurt says, I'd be crapping my pants at that speed too. I have 200 kilometers an hour. I don't think my car can go that fast. The Aztec starts to warble and whizzle and shizzle and like Snoop Dogg is warbly mess of nuts and bolts that it would be interesting little experiment to try on the number 10 highway. I would be taking my life into my own hands. Okay, we got it up to 110. Now 120. We got 120. She's starting to vibrate a little bit. 130. She's vibrating real bad. 140. It's just like it's a all on shake, rattle, and roll. 150. Tires are coming off. Sparks are flying. Windshield wipers are going. All the blinkers are on at the same time. We're starting to swerve. 160. There's smoke and fire coming from underneath the Aztec. And then at 170. Michael J. Fox appears along with the professor. There's a blast of fire on the highway, and we end back up in 1954. That's what would happen. Be crazy. Send your trash into orbit. Scary. Driving without the will to live. Instant suspension. Wow, driving without the will to soil your pants. Blessed Mama joins us right at the best times. We're talking about someone who tried to avoid crapping their pants and instead got a $1,500 ticket for doing 215K in a 100K zone. That is some serious speed right there. Anyway, don't start your summer that way. Be careful. Be safe. Okay, coming up, we're going to take a look at summer blockbuster movies. Summer blockbuster movies. Are you a good movie person, especially retro movies? It used to be movies were awesome. They're kind of sucky now, let's be honest. Yeah, we had the new Will Smith movie. Yeah, they got the new animated movie with all the emotions in theaters right now. Oh, I'm talking about the good old days. Good, big blockbuster movies. Oh, here's another. Someone sent this Park Theater poster. Thank you so much, Greg, for sending this. Okay, so this is the Park Theater June-July movie guide. Oh, sorry, I guess they did open in June. I'd said earlier that it was July, but they got a couple of weekends in June. Is this for this year? Yeah, it is. So, Kung Fu Panda, Bob Marley. I'm trying to see if there's anything I'm rather interested in the movie. Oh, there's the Bad Boys movie. The Fall Guy. They should have like retro weekends. That'd be cool. Like I think Blessed Mama was talking about the Breakfast Club the other day. Put the Breakfast Club in there. That would be cool. Watching the old movies in the Park Theater on the big screen. Oh, yeah. So we'll get to that quiz coming up in the next little bit. First, Freezer Pops. Freezies. What do you call them? What are they? What is going on with this? What do you call these things? And what is the best color I call them Freezies. But they come in a variety of colors. Of white is not included in this picture. Ice Sticks is one of the names. I want to know why they end up at the bottom of the freezer. When you clean out your freezer, that's the best part of it. You get an instant little surprise. A whole bunch of these things at the bottom of the freezer. Janine says Freezies and blue, or the clear ones, which are cream soda, are the best ones. I think everybody is agreeing it's Freezies, spelt a whole bunch of different ways. Nicole said Freezies and also white. So I would take the pink one because white is not here. And, of course, everyone picked the color that I did not put in the picture because I screw up everything. That's exactly how my summer has begun. Of course you'd be white. Just a bit. No. If you can't pick white, God, pick from these. Jeez. Oh, God. Gotta be difficult. Seriously. White's the best. I like the one that's not there. And Karen says, yeah, white. Everyone likes white. So, let's forget that we even talked about this. It's just a useless discussion. I failed again. I should have picked the picture with the white ones. I really didn't care all that much. I eat whatever's available. If it's in front of me, it goes in the old cake hole. That's all there is to it. I don't care. I don't have a favorite. You know what isn't my favorite? The melted ones. Because then you're eating syrup. And then your freezer's broken. You go, grab me one of these things. It's all syrupy. Call the repairmen then. The Freezies, they're all screwed up. Stephanie's here on TikTok to give us a thumbs up and a wave. Hi, Stephanie. Mr. Freezy. Mr. Freeze Pops. Mr. Freezy. Mr. Freeze Pops. I like the fact that they're sweet and they're cold and they're highly addictive. They're right up there with potato chips. Basically, the intention is to have one of these, whatever one is easily attainable, and then all of a sudden, the next thing you know, you're sitting under a stack of wrappers. These plastic wrappers are on your coffee table, and the coffee table's all sticky, and the wife is screaming at you, "Why are you eating these things again? You're making everything sticky." The remote control's all sticky. The dog is sticky. Why is everything so sticky? Steph says blue raspberry. Thank you, Steph. Blue raspberry. I wouldn't have known that. Oh, blue raspberry. What do you call these, and what is the best? I like the lime. I'd have to say I like the lime. The other thing that happens when I eat these, this is true. As soon as I have one of these, I immediately have a craving for tequila. Outside the ordinary, waking up first thing in the morning and wanting a shot. Outside of that. It just is like, oh man, these These are delicious. They're sweet. They're refreshing. They're cold. But I need some booze with this. I need some tequila. Oh, Mountain Slider on TikTok says the white one. Another one for the white one. Oh, you guys must love the white ones because they're not even listed. Debbie says orange. Thank you, Debbie. Picking from the ones that I bought for the show. These are the ones I bought for the show. They're waiting for me afterwards. And it's so nice. It mentioned it twice, Debbie says. Orange, the orange ones. All right, so let's all agree to go to the liquor store and get some tequila and open these babies up, put them in a glass. I had seen some people at music festivals there's a trick where you actually take a syringe and you poke it with the needle. Be very, very careful if you're using a needle. And you poke the freezy or the ice stick or whatever you're going to call it, the otter pop, some people call it. And you suck out a little bit of the good stuff, the sweet stuff, just a little bit. Squirt it in a sink. And then you take a little bit of tequila or vodka or whatever it is you're going to. And then you put that in the syringe and then put that into the pop. And then you take just a tiny little bit of caulking, clear caulking, just very, very little bit, just a tiny bead. And then you plug the hole back up and let it sit there, get cold. And all of a sudden you freeze those. And then the next time you're at the beach, you got a party they call party sticks. I got a party stick going on right here. Tequila in a stick. Adult freezies, Alicia says. Although Cindy tells us you can get them at the liquor store. I am too cheap. And so I do them the homemade style. I'll spend $50 on a syringe, but I won't spend $10 to go and make my life simple because that's how I roll. Things are always more difficult. The more difficult they are, the more fun it is. So I think we can agree on freezies, but Quentin had a good point earlier. He said that the actual name is Mr. Freeze Pops. Mr. Freeze Pops? Mr. Freeze Pops. Yeah, he is correct. If we pull up a box, and they've even got the Canadian. They are Canadian. Of course they are, because they freeze. Mr. Freezy Jumbo Pops. Blue raspberry, watermelon, cream soda is white. Simulated flavors. Mr. Freezy. That's the ones we get here. But I guess that's part of the question, is that in different parts of the world, you're going to call it a different thing. Fun to talk about on the first day of summer. Hey, TikTokers, we got a lot of them piling in now, a little bit late on this first day of summer. We're going to do some movie trivia coming up. Let's see how good you are. Come on in and join us on Twitch. It's coming up in about 10 minutes. Twitch.tv/Tyler Glen Show. And we're doing summer blockbusters. Biggest summer movies of all time. See how good you are at the movie trivia on this first day of summer. Also, the language on an airplane is about to change. We've got our hands on a memo from a union explaining to pilots and people working on board an airplane, you have got to watch the language you use. It's 2024. We're going to talk about that in just a second. Quick reminder, Sunrise Credit Union has just doled out $24,000 in scholarships across southwestern Manitoba. Thank you, Sunrise Credit Union, for helping to support so many young people as they venture out into the world. And, of course, they have affordable student loan plans available at Sunrise Credit Union as well, something to keep in mind if you do have somebody attending post-secondary education this fall. And they've got the Sunrise Credit Union Great Gas and Grocery giveaway on right now, $1,000 in gas and grocery gift cards from local businesses to one lucky member in each of their 3 districts for a total of $3,000. That contest is on until August 3rd. Visit sunrisecu.mb.ca for more details. Co-ops of Westman, you're at home here. All your ice treats available at Co-ops of Westman. They have got everything from your ice pops and Mr. Freezy treats to ice cream sandwiches. Beautiful, delectable Co-op Gold caramel praline ice cream bars. We did Taste It Tuesday. They were off the charts. If you're going to go to Co-op, go to the freezer section and look for, it's called caramel praline ice cream bars. So the girls in my household tested it yesterday after I tested it on Tuesday, and their words were, "Oh my God." While it was more like, "Oh my God." Oh God. They're so friggin' amazing. They're going to sell out of these things when word gets out. So go check them out. Co-ops of Westman for all your ice cream treats, from the big pails of ice cream to ice cream on a stick. Heritage Co-op, Pembina Consumers Co-op, Twin Valley, Valley View, Boundary, Neepawa Gladstone Co-op, and Hamiota Co-op too. And Leon's Furniture Superstore, 3635 Victoria Avenue in Brandon. They've got the Boxing Week sale going on. What? Well, you know how some stores like to do a Christmas in July. Leon's wants to do Boxing Week in June. Happy Boxing Week. Boxing Week sales have returned to Leon's. They're in the west end of town, 3635 Victoria Avenue in Brandon. Go to leons.ca on the web and you can take a look at the flyer. It's just posted. It just dropped this morning. You can take a look at 50% off select bedroom furniture. Save up to $500 on dining sets. Save $1,000 on sofas. 50% and more on select mattresses, all at Leon's Furniture Superstore, where it is Boxing Week. Boxing Week is back at Leon's. So here's what the union is telling its pilots this morning regarding language. I will get to as much of this as I can before we have to flip the party over to Twitch, twitch.tv/Tyler Glen Show. Now you can come and watch. You can take part by signing up for a free account on Twitch. We'd love to have you do that. And then you can take part in the conversation. Stephanie, you've had a lot of things to say, Stephanie. It's great to see you. Come and join us. Not just Stephanie, Mountain Sledder. We had Darius, Anthony, a bunch of others. Come on over. Anyway, here is some of this I understand. For example, this black guy I just flew with doesn't know how to fly the airplane very well. Well, that is discriminatory. You don't want to be discriminatory. I just flew with him, and did you know that he is gay? I flew with a Mexican pilot who had a terrible accent when speaking to the ATC. Oh, no, you don't want to use the labels of woman, Mexican pilot, things like that. You just want to say pilot. That makes sense. That much I can get. But that seems kind of obvious, but some people might need a reminder. Where things get dicey for me is when they say, instead of ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, please use members, guests, or everyone. Okay, it seems pretty benign. I can probably handle that. Attention pilots, please refrain from using girls in the back when referring to flight attendants. Well, and some flight attendants are guys. I get that. So just use flight attendants. Okay, so far so good. This seems pretty. Then things start to get a little, I kind of start going, well, instead of using mother or father, please use parents, guardians, or family. Instead of using husband and wife, boyfriend, or girlfriend, if you're unsure of a person's relationship status, use spouse, partner, or significant other. What if they're not significant? What if they're a wompty? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Your Tinder date. If you and your Tinder date want to just kind of move seats, that would be great. So this is a long list. I'll post this on my website at tylerglenshow.com. You can take a look at this yourself. Instead of using he as in standalone or him, try using they, them, their, the person, the pilot, guys when referring to groups. Please avoid guys. Hey guys, are you guys ready to hit the beach and hit your vacation? Use all, everybody, or members. Instead of using chairman or vice chairman, it's chairperson. Instead of using manpower, use staff, workforce, and employees. Instead of congressman, Use legislator instead of businessman. Say executive. And instead of airman or airmen, use pilot. That seems pretty self-explanatory. But it's not just pilots getting these memos. All government staff are getting these memos to say, look, we have to kind of change the way we address folks. I think that, you know what, there is an easy way out of this, and I love it. I love it. You know what the easy way out of this is? Out of all this? Is you extend your hand. Let me show you how this is done. For those who might be under the age of 30, what you do is you take your hand like this and go like this. Just stick it out like this, okay? Your arm will take your elbow, bend it like this, and then extend it like this. And then say, hi, my name is Tyler. What is your name? And then just call them by their name. Yay! So this way, if they say, my name is 6X Orange, then you can say, well, 6X Orange, it's great to meet you. And what are we going to do today? And blah, 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 blah. Because then we don't have to, and you know, when I'm dealing with groups, you just go, y'all. And then this way, y'all, I know it's hokey, I know it's colloquial, but this way, it kind of encompasses how y'all doing? Now, for us here in the Sun Seekers, we're all Sun Seekers, by the way, in this group that are seeking the sun, enjoying the beach, and just not having a care in the world, and trying not to step and poop. Trying not to poop in our cars, and that's why speeding is a big no-no. Quentin forgets how devastating words are. Funny how I can't remember ever being injured by vowels. Well, I know, but times they are a-changing. And this one with the pilots, I mean, this has to do with your job. This is stuff they gotta, you gotta do it, or you're gonna have to find another line of work. And I'm sharing with you how I deal with these kinds of things. Get people's names. And then they, and even in the store, if you see somebody with a name tag on and they've got, pronouns and things like that, I'm sorry, I stop at name. So if your name is Nick, I don't care if it's Nicole or Nicholas, I don't care. It says Nick. Hey, Nick, I need to find out where the tequila's at in the liquor store. Can you help me, Nick? You know what I'm saying? That's why people have names. Now, when they start saying you can't say people's names anymore, then we're going to have problems. Because what are you going to do? Poke them with a stick? Hey, what are you doing? I don't want to. It's not got to poke you with the stick. Anyway. Speaking of unions, though, WestJet Union, it looks like they're ready to go. The mechanics union could be striking as early as this evening. So, again, if you have friends or family members that are flying WestJet, involved with any kind of WestJet operations, flights, anything like that, make sure you check your arrivals and departures because there could be cancellations involved. Mechanics are set to strike as early as this evening. So that could mean you're going to get stuck or your friends and family could get stuck or you might be delayed when it comes to picking up some friends or family members at the airport. TikTokers, hey, we're moving the party over to Twitch, okay? Twitch.tv/Tyler Glen Show. Come on over, have some fun with us. You can also watch the show through the website at tylerglenshow.com if you'd like to. But we'd love to have you join us. It's a lot of fun. You can have some comments here. It's quick and free to sign up, get yourself a user account, and join us, okay? In the meantime, have a great day, guys, and we will see you again tomorrow at 7 a.m. Central. Thanks for being here, guys. Okay, and then we have to say goodbye to, they don't want to disconnect. Okay, I will have to disconnect the other ones, though. Hang on 2 seconds here. Are we having some internet issues here? No? Okay, so we have to say goodbye to our friends on X. We're moving the party over to Twitch. Thank you so much, guys. Catch you tomorrow. Happy first day of summer, YouTube. Enjoy that sunshine. And